Have you ever wondered how one moment can completely change a person's entire life? For Elena Carter, that moment came on a rainy night 10 years ago. She had just finished a long shift at a small diner. She was tired, cold, just trying to get home. When she walked down a quiet alley, she heard something. At first, she ignored it, but then she heard it again. A cry, weak, broken, almost disappearing into the rain. She stopped and turned toward the sound. Behind a dumpster in a dark, wet alley was a small cardboard box, soaked through, shaking. Inside it was a newborn baby boy, wrapped in a thin blue blanket, cold, alone, abandoned. Elena froze, because in that moment she didn't just see a baby, she saw herself. She immediately called the police. She stayed there in the rain holding that baby until help arrived. The investigation started right away. Hospitals were contacted. News stations shared the story. Police searched everywhere. They believed someone would come forward, a mother, a father, anyone, but no one ever came. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Still nothing. No name, no family, no answers, just silence. And slowly the world moved on. But Elena didn't. What no one knew was why this hit her so deeply. Elena had once been that child. She grew up in foster care. No parents, no explanation, no one to claim her. Just a little girl wondering why she wasn't enough to stay. So when she looked at that baby, she made a silent promise. Never again would this child feel unwanted. Months passed, then the court made a decision. The baby was officially abandoned, and with no family found, Elena adopted him. She named him Jaden. From that day on, everything changed. He wasn't just a child she rescued. He became her son, her purpose, her world. Years went by. Jaden grew into a happy, energetic little boy. He loved soccer. He loved laughing. He loved his mom more than anything. Elena worked hard every single day. Money was tight. Life wasn't easy, but their home was full of love, and that was enough. But life has a way of changing without warning. One afternoon, everything shifted. Jaden was outside playing like always when suddenly several black SUVs pulled up in front of their building, one after another. Quiet, expensive, intimidating. Neighbors watched from their windows. Something was wrong. Men in expensive suits stepped out, and then the last door opened. A tall man stepped out. Powerful, calm, controlled, but his eyes were not calm. They were searching, hurting, and locked directly on Elena. He walked toward her slowly, and said 7 words that froze everything. "My name is Marcus King, and I believe you're raising my son." Elena felt her stomach drop. Her entire world stopped. "What did you say?" Marcus didn't look away. He glanced toward Jaden playing nearby. His voice broke slightly. "I've been searching for him for 10 years. Elena's grip tightened. "That's impossible." But Marcus shook his head. "I never stopped looking." And just like that, everything Elena believed she knew began to crack. Marcus King wasn't just any man. He was wealthy, powerful, known, a billionaire businessman with companies all over the world. But behind all that success was a broken story. 10 years ago, Marcus was in love. Her name was Vanessa. She disappeared without warning. No goodbye, no explanation, just gone. What Marcus didn't know was that Vanessa was pregnant, and she never got the chance to tell him. He searched for years, until he learned the truth. Vanessa had died shortly after giving birth, and the baby had been left in the care of someone unstable. That person abandoned the child behind a dumpster. Marcus stopped speaking for a moment. His eyes stayed on Jaden. His voice dropped. "I didn't know he existed." Elena stepped back slowly. "No, I raised him. I am his mother." Marcus looked at her with pain in his eyes. "I don't want to take him away from you." But then he added softly, "I just want my son." The air between them became heavy, unbearable, and for the first time in 10 years, Elena felt like she might lose the child she saved. Marcus reached into his briefcase, pulled out a thick folder, and slowly opened it. Inside were documents, records, evidence, proof that would change everything. Elena's heart started racing. Her hands shook. Because in that moment, she realized something terrifying. He might be telling the truth. And just as the truth began to surface, Elena had no idea that this was only the beginning.